Well, hello again. This is John Futrell, aka John at the Movies on YouTube. As you can tell from the poster behind me, I just got out of a screening of Divergent on Sunday. Let me make sure the date, I believe, is March 20. Yes, March 23rd, 2014. I guess with this film, comparisons to the Hunger Games are going to be inevitable. I guess for me it starts with the fact that I saw both films for the first time on a Sunday afternoon during opening weekend at the Princess Theater here in my hometown of Mayfield, Kentucky. And let's see. Well, it's definitely not as glamorous looking it's not as glamorous looking a film as Hunger Games. It's set in Chicago in the future after a war wiped everything out, and there's a new society where it's based on cliques, or factions as they call it. Faction over blood, I believe, was the term they used in this film. And our heroine, played by Shailene Woodley, discovers that she could join any faction, but of course she has to keep it a secret because anyone who could be multifaceted is considered a threat in this society. So now I'm trying to remember the Dauntless. So she goes dauntless, becomes part of the warrior group, proves herself quite worthy because she can adapt to situations through her being divergent, as she's tested early in the film. Well, I'd say I like Shailene in The Descendants. That's the only other film I've seen her in, and she comes through again, portraying the fear, the hope, and the abilities of her character quite well. None of the other male actors, to me, really stood out in this film the way The Hunger Games did with Josh Hutcherson, Woody Harrelson, Donald Sutherland. The women really rule in this film. You have Zoe Kravitz as her new friend with the group. And, of course, Kate Winslet as it's maybe the first time she's played a villain in a film. And, of course, she does it quite well. Pulls off the flawless American accent. Also, I have to say that there aren't as many action pieces in this film as there are in The Hunger Games. I think there's like the training sequences, the one capture the flag game that I liked, and of course the final battle against the erudites. Probably more of a thinking person's film. And all in all, I enjoyed it. Never checked my watch once through the 2-hour plus running time, and of course the film ends with them going over, or at least the camera going over the wall, to imply that further adventures will take place outside Chicago. Maybe discover new lands in the second film and battle to take over in the third film. I mean, that's 3-act drama for you. Introduce the characters in the first act, put them in the worst situation in the second act, and get them out in the third. So I'm looking forward to more from this group. Don't know what I'll see next weekend. Maybe I'll catch them up as Most Wanted next time. Whatever I see, I'll report on it. So until then, this is John Futrell, aka John at the Movies on YouTube. See you at the movies.